Our last week, we left off with what I think was the end of the flashback. It was a small conversation with Traumerei, Gusting, and Enkidu. Enkidu saying that he was entirely manipulated by Traumerei and did not act with like his own decision. And Gusting found it all suspicious, but Traumerei said, nah, this frog can tell if somebody is lying, and he is telling the truth. And we all know frogs. Why would we not trust frogs? In what sort of a society would we live in if we could not trust frogs? So, Enkidu, I'm sorry, the frog has spoken. I'm not human. I was forced to do it. Traumerei made me kill her. Yeah, that's what you say now that the frog is not here and they can't prove that you're lying. In exchange for receiving the administrator's blessing, I am incapable of killing any of you of my own free will. In that case, Enkidu wasn't the one who killed Amizu. It might have been someone else, and that someone else can only be Traumerei, but we know it's not true because of the frog. But the biggest question is, why would he want it? Is it just because he's taking revenge because Amizu wanted to leave him? Is it because of something else? Mainly because Amizu has discovered the thing that he was working on together with Zahard. I still am not entirely sure if the thing that he worked on together with Zahard, if that was like the whole thing about like a race that can be completely controlled, like the cat people, the canine people, and so on. I don't know if that was the case, or if there was something even scarier that they might have been working on together. The decision to kill. What do you mean by that? Are you saying Traumerei made you kill Amizu? Enkidu. And he went into sleep mode. Enkidu! Wake up, Enkidu! What did you mean just now? Why did you say that? After that, Enkidu fell asleep for a long time. Enkidu. Even in the moments when he woke up briefly, he was incapable of speaking in human language. He would just howl like a wild beast, and then go back to sleep. My angry companions wanted Enkidu to be destroyed as soon as possible, so I decided to have him sealed away. And that was the end of it. Okay, there they're looking. We see Eduan and Gusting, two of the suspects of who might have done the thing with the sprout that it stopped growing or something. And it's also interesting that the sprout was like this tiny in the beginning. After that, I never even mentioned Enkidu to Traumerei. But my companions believed Enkidu. They were convinced that V was involved in Amizu's murder. I mean, it does make sense in a way. But like, it does make sense to them, but also, why would it be like that V and Arlene wanted to first bring Amizu to them, and then they decided to, actually, nah, let's try to kill her. Like, it does make sense on a superficial level, but if you think about it a bit deeper, yeah, no, there's other stuff going on. So they turned completely against V and his group. People who had been friends until just recently now became enemies. As the person responsible for recording history, this naturally presented me with a dilemma. The truth of what happened that day disappeared along with Enkidu. I was now on hostile terms with my former companions. I couldn't just take Enkidu's words for it and turn against Traumerei as well. Even if I revealed the truth and exposed Traumerei's crimes, it wouldn't improve the situation at all, and nothing could change that fact. I was caught between the pain of having to record the historical truth, and my sense of responsibility to create the best possible history. Every day I wavered between these two sides. But in the end, I made my decision. I chose simply to forget it all. He locked it down as well. And that was the piece of thing that he wanted to find out, and I think that was the thing that Bum also absorbed. and ran away from my pain and responsibility. We all washed our hands of the incident in our own way. So Edouan started drinking more and more. We made ourselves forget. She started praying to 5 circles, like surrounding what we have to call the Yeon flower, which is like the Sigina thing. But like, what is she praying here to? Because this is obviously a praying position. So is she praying to an administrator? Is she communicating with V and Arlene? Is she communicating with Head-On? Or is there something more to like the whole Yeon flower thing? And erased it from our memory. Eventually, we even forgot where those wines first came from. Traumarai sealed that memory in Leviathan? That is Leviathan, right? Yeah, it looks like it. And why there's the sadness and anger remaining in us, inside us. As for me, I continued recording a falsified version of history. I was forced to hide the truth in places that even I would remember. So that's what happened while I was asleep. Quite a coincidence, isn't it? Who would have thought that 2 people born almost eons apart could share the same body and goal? No kidding. I've been looking for you, but I didn't expect to find you like this. I suppose I should be grateful that things turned out this way. On another note, you say those pricks have all become family leaders. That's right. They're practically divine beings within the tower. Little vermin like us aren't even worthy of looking at them. Just being a direct descendant of theirs gives a person tremendous power, and hardly anyone has seen them in person. It sounds like they've all been successful. It kind of irritates me that everything turned out the way they wanted, but maybe this is for the best. Because the fact that they're all still alive means I can get revenge against them. But you cannot even kill them. Like, this whole entire thing about you wanting to get revenge, the whole revolution group wanting to destroy everyone and be the new family leaders, do they just want to seal all of them? Or do they don't have a way to kill them? I think that's for a fact that they don't have a way to kill the family leaders. Anyway, you said something about a battle taking place on the outside, right? If I remember correctly, here we have Kirin versus Lobadon. I think you mentioned that there are some people trying to become the new 10 Great Family Leaders. Yeah, and they want to team up with you. They believe you're the perfect person to fight against the abominable family leaders. The bastards who trapped me in here have become the most powerful figures in the tower. And now there's another group of people who seek to replace them and become the new 10 Great Family Leaders. How amusing. I couldn't have chosen a more interesting time to reawaken. You chose the time to reawaken? I thought it was Rachel's doing, like because Rachel got to your place and all of that. I didn't think it was your like decision. Oh, and Dorsey, my waifu, here she is. Feeling like this really isn't my style. But there's no other choice. If I get caught, it's basically game over. Did I have to be the king? Oh no, it's a frog! It's a frog! You must be the Irregular's companion. Holy shit! It's a frog! Did you just say something? But you're a frog! What chess piece do you have? A bishop? A pawn? A knight? The queen? Or perhaps the king? Rabbit. I found it. The frog's intuition just reacted to that woman. She's the one with the king. Bring it to me, even if you have to kill her to get it. Yes, sir! Ah! Damn it! Where the hell did that frog come from? And there he is with some sort of tentacles? They're coming at me from both directions. Okay, crackle, crackle. She's activating Bong Bong to teleport away, right? That's just what's happening here. Shoop! There she is, the beauty, the queen, actually the king, but you know. And we get another butt shot because Siu is into them. I get it. I don't fault you, man. Oh, she jumped directly in front of Traumerei. Just as he probably planned. It was all a big brain chess play. It's the leader of the Lopobia family. I'm screwed. Bring me the king. Yes, Lord Traumerei. Wait, did he have these veins before? We did not really see that in like the panel where he talked with Traumerei before, right? Like in this panel, he doesn't have these veins. Or at least on this side of his face. On this, he also doesn't have them. Here, we also don't really see them from this spot. So, suddenly he has those veins. And when do we normally see those veins? Like, they mainly appear on people that have been taken over by Enkidu, right? Like, these specific things. I remember seeing them on Gororo and also on the Pobido guy for a bit. Bonbon isn't working. Could it be... No, it's another frog. Because of that frog? Oh my god, he looks menacing. No. How dare you put your filthy hands on me? Stay still. You may be a regular, but as long as you don't resist, I won't kill you, Princess of the Heart. All I want is your chess piece. Oh, there's book pages flying. Because Gusting... Oh, because Dumas brought Bum to Gusting, I guess. And Gusting is now reading all the content that is inside of Bum. I wonder how much he can read from... like the memories of Bum. How deep does he go? And how fast of a reader is he? Does he like read everything from season 1 to season 3? Does he read even into the past that we don't know, like the years that Bum spent together with Rachel? Does he even go further into the past before he died and like the unknown god placed something else inside of Bum's body? Dumas. Yes, sir. Keep an eye on the irregular for me. And don't touch his chess piece. I'm going to pay a little visit to Traumerei. I believe the time has come to kill him. Ooh. I mean, we knew that Gusting and Traumerei, like this entire saga is about them having this little war, this little play going on with them. But I wonder why it's now specifically time to kill him. And it's the end of the chapter, right? We're ending on the he's ready to kill Traumerei. But what did change that it's now specifically their time? What did he read inside of Bum's memories? We all washed our hands in the instant in our own way. Shows alcoholic Eden. Chuck Chuck. Yeah, he's an alcoholic now. We don't know if Bum's parents got killed because of all of that. I don't really... I think Arlene should be alive. My biggest theory for Tower of God is probably still that Arlene obviously went back to the outside, and there Arlene met Rachel. Like, Arlene maybe was like a noble woman in some sort of city on the outside, and then Rachel was like just a lowly woman, just a lowly girl on the outside, but she somehow became like a maid in the place that Arlene was like the owner of. and Rachel became the maid, got closer and closer to Aline, heard more and more stories about things, about the tower, about the heart, about the 10 family leaders and irregulars head on and all these other things, and also about locking a boy somewhere. And that's when she decided to basically take Bum and shape him into the person she wanted him to be. And I'm going to look at the picture of next week. We see Enkidu combined together with the other guy. I'm always forgetting his name. He is important, but I'm forgetting his name. He's one of the Pobideo fellas. He was also leading on an airship and everything, but I forgot his name. Like, that's like a weird transition image between him and Enkidu. So those two are going to be relevant next week. Maybe we're going to have a triple showdown between Gastang, Traumerei, and Enkidu. And they're going to talk about things. We're going to get more reveals, maybe about the secret project and stuff, if that is not about the canines. And we're also going to see what's going on with Bum. If Bum maybe already regains consciousness and is now going to fight against Dumas again because he got some sort of power up. Like, I don't know. Even if Bum wakes up again, he should have no chance of winning against Dumas. And like, Rak is still locked away. He's not dead because Dumas was interested because of like the whole ancient thing. But we're still made to believe that Kun is dead. I don't know if it was in this chapter here, which would have been chapter 192 or 609, or if it was in this chapter, which would be 196 or 613. I don't know which one of those it was where Kun technically died, but it's been quite some time, and I mean, obviously, we have not seen anything since then. Siu is trying to make us believe that Kun is actually dead this time. But the problem is, it's like the boy who cried wolf. Or the sheep who cried wolf, something like that. Siu told us over and over again, Kun is dead, Kun is dead, Kun is dead, Kun is dead. And even if Kun is dead for real this time, nobody would care. Like, we would be like, oh wait, so this time was for real? Actually, this time it's for real? But like, in the end, I would be like, whatever, I don't care. You destroyed the character of Kun. You destroyed the character of Rak. The only interesting thing about Rak is that he's an ancient. But that is not even being portrayed in a good way. It's always like random power-ups because, oh yeah, he's an ancient. Forgot that plot point, right? I don't know. I need something else. And Kun has like the Maria plotline going on. Like, not really going on. It's just like in the background. We all know it's still going to happen. But like, I don't really know why I should care about Maria. Like, Maria, the whole betrayal, family, blah, blah, blah. But Maria is a regular still. So, considering we're fighting family heads and everything, like, the Maria plotline is more important for Kun's development than for us in the big picture of Tower of Gods. Even if, like, the Maria thing is also connected to, like, Masheni, I don't feel like it can change Kun into a good character again. I think Kun is completely destroyed. I think Rak is basically also completely destroyed because, like, the serious character he was to a degree in season 1. Like, in season 1 he still also already had like joke moments, but he also had his very serious moments. And after that, he basically was only a joke. He was always the butt of the joke, got defeated all the time, didn't get like any good fights for anything. Maybe he got to throw a spear one time that was power up because it's not even Rak's strength, it's the spear that's strong. It's like all these things, like why I dislike the main trio, and I always appreciate when we focus on other characters. Like, the side characters in Tower of God are amazing, but then they get just thrown away to the side again to be irrelevant characters. I really am interested how this Enkidu thing will turn out. Will he be relevant for longer? Will he be relevant only for this arc? And how is the stuff going to develop with Gasteng and Traumerei? Is one of them actually going to die in this arc? Or is it going to end with Gasteng being very close to killing Traumerei, but then the heart steps in and saves Traumerei because he can still use him? I really hope, for the sake of Tower of God, that Traumerei, it leans more to the side of Traumerei than Gasteng, that Traumerei is going to die at the end of this arc. If he somehow gets weaseled out of all of this, I don't like it. If there are no casualties on Bum's side, that's also ridiculous. If Kun is dead, as I said, I wouldn't care too much, but it would be good that there's consequences, because they're a bunch of regulars. Like, as I said, Rock survives because Dumas is curious about him. Kun has no reason of surviving. And Dorsey, as much as I love her and will always simp for her, this woman has no right to survive this. Like, yes, the guy who was looking or like working for Traumerei and caught her, it's like, said, I don't need to kill you, I just need your peace. But like, Traumerei says, I don't care if you kill her. And thinking about all of that, like, the only reason why they wouldn't kill her is because she's a princess of Sahar. But, like, these characters, if all these big rankers don't show, like, and Dorsey was able to escape from them at first until she, like, jumped in front of Traumerei. We know that Bongbong is insane, but is the Bongbong really that crazy that even the highest of high rankers can not, like, do anything against it? It's the same when Kun played chess against Traumerei. There's no way Kun could just walk away while Traumerei noticed, wait, you cheated against me. Like, Kun could just casually walk away and jump away with Dorsey or something, and Traumerei did not, like, Traumerei was too slow to do anything? No. Traumerei should be able to kill him in anywhere he wants on his domain. I don't know. Obviously, it would be weird if all of the main characters from the troop, from a main group, like, die, but if we throw them into situations where they all cannot survive realistically, I don't know what to think about that. I don't know, man. Theo is driving himself into a corner. He drove himself into a corner over and over again. And I don't know if he can save himself out of that corner. On another note, I also heard that the recent anime episode was not that great. I still need to watch all of the anime from Tower of God. I mean, I watched season 1, but I need to watch season 2. I was thinking about doing like reactions on stream or on video or something like that, but I know how hard it is to get like the episode stuff on like YouTube without getting like copyright or some stuff. There is the option of me basically not showing the video and just having like a timer over my head that goes up to like until the episode is over, and I have the episode so that only I can hear it and you guys cannot hear it. But I don't know if that would be interesting to see. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking about this carefully, but it's difficult, you know. But yeah, I guess this is today's stream of Tower of God. Let me see if there was anything on this Discord if I can talk about. But I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I think most of these spoiler mark things are about Ross and not about this chapter. I need to look this. Wait, new video feeds. Yeah, that was Haku voice. No, I cannot. Yeah, where was a shorter one for him as well. I'm gonna watch that after, maybe probably tomorrow, because I'm jumping into Omniscient Real Viewpoint in half an hour. So yeah, but I guess that's about it for today. If anyone watched this, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this chapter, and let's all pray together that this story doesn't go down the drain. 600 chapters, and I am fearing the developments of the future. I want Tower of God to be a great story, but I don't know how these things are developing. Hello, Matcha boy. Like, Tower of God, why does that message appear now? I made it. Put this way then. But we have to see. We have to see how the developments are going to be, and if everything's going to work out or not. I don't think that at least like this arc of the chess pieces is going to be that amazing anymore. I think it's going to simmer out, and I'm hoping that the actual showdown between Gasteng and Traumerei is going to be interesting. You like the chapter? I don't think the chapter was weak, but like, it's like just leading us back into the situation of what's going on in the present. And the past was obviously more interesting, which is sad to say that I am more interested to see what happened in the past than what is actually happening right now, because I'm a person who lives in the present or in the future. Yeah, I also asked that myself. Enkidu cannot kill the family heads. I also asked myself if like the Revolution Squad had like a way to kill the family heads. I think they are still trying to figure out how to kill them. So that's going to be interesting. What's going to be their answer? I feel like the Son of the Heart that's leading like the revolutionaries is going to deal with that problem in some way, or maybe they are also trying to get Bum to join their cause or something. I don't know. Overall, it's been over 10 chapters since Kunev died. Let's see how long it will continue like this. But yeah, I'm going to end stream here already. I kind of like the past more, because the past is more interesting. Because CU destroyed the... Okay, if everybody's coming in here now, then I'm going to talk with you more. The chess pieces game is just the least exciting thing going on. We were focusing on that, not the cool fights outside. Yeah, like there's still a war going outside, like Killian versus Lobadon. The whole thing with power-upped Yama, we have still not seen that much of Yama after he slept. We still need to see more of the combat between other characters that are outside there. Like, show me those things. Like, the chess game is over. The chess game is over. And Dorsey, she can survive because she's hot. But, but like, I don't know. Like, there's no reason to see if she is getting killed. What can she even offer to the story anymore? Like, in Dorsey's plots, I guess the snake... Was it the snake charmer? I think it was snake charmer, not snake breeder. Like, there's still that plotline for her in the future. But, like, for her to be relevant with, like, a snake charmer plotline, it would be like she needs to grow immensely more powerful to get another plotline going on for her. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see how this whole is going to turn out. And yes, the coin mechanic is working. I still need to work out commands for that in the future. And Dorsey standing in front of Traumerei and high ranker is a death flag. Not really, because this is Tower of God. And we know people don't die. And like the guy, even though Traumerei said, I don't care if she dies, just bring me her chess piece. Like the high ranker said, hey, if you don't want to die, just give me the chess piece. And Dorsey, I mean, if she gives the chess piece, yes, it would be bad for the Bum situation. But like, Gasteng and Traumerei agreed upon, Gasteng and Traumerei agreed upon, the winner of this thing gets Traumerei. And the winner of this thing gets Bum. But Bam is like, how can two people agree upon what a third person wants? It's like, because they're family heads, they're agreeing this because they think they are above Bam. But Bam doesn't need to follow that. Like, if Bam just jumps into the ship with Loose Leg and all the other people from FUG, he can just drive away with his friends. Like, he can just be like, not a refugee, but like a fugitive again. He can escape from Traumerei and Gastei together with FUG and then do his thing. I don't know. It would normally be a death leg, but in Tower of God it isn't. Even then, because she can't use Bonbon anymore, like because of Traumerei, like because of one of the frogs, I feel it's stupid that even if she could use Bonbon, that Traumerei, a family head, would not be able to react in time or stop her with his own things, and that's the frog's doing. Like, are you saying me if she isn't Urek on his way there as well? I don't remember entirely. I know there was the Urek loose leg fight, but I don't know where his group, well, like Song and FUG were flying towards to. I think they were both going to the Sprout. I don't remember entirely. Not completely sure about that. But I do, like, they are in the surrounding area. But yeah, I am going to finish off this Tower of God stream right here. Going to restart my computer, and in about 30 minutes, I will be back with Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, with a lot of things going on over there right now. It's a big thing, and we're also in the last stretch to catch up. So we're going to see you in a bit again if you're there. If not, thank you for being here for Tower of God. I really hope... I mean, I always have like stuff to talk about in these chapters, but I need big things to form more theories and all of that. So, Tower of God, see you next week. And all of you guys, see you next week or in the next stream. Until then, take care. Pyro, out. Bye.